my channel, Glow with Candace, and if you're new here, welcome. I'd love to see you back. So hit the subscribe button down below to see future videos like this and more by me. And don't forget to hit that notification bell as well so you can be notified for any future uploads of mine. Today, we're gonna be going over a few new items that I purchased from Ofra. I know I just did a video on this a few weeks back, but after I posted this video, a subscriber and viewer, Stacy, she commented and she said that there was an awesome sale going on that you could get those highlighters for $18. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, Stacy, for that. And so, of course, I went and I bought that gumdrop highlighter that I was talking about. I also purchased Dream Chaser as well. And then I also purchased a highlighter slash blush palette, the Midi palette Sitting Pretty. So I wanted to go over these with you guys, show you guys swatches, and of course apply them. I haven't applied blush or highlighter today. Let's go ahead, let's dive in and let's get started. This sale was pretty phenomenal. It was the end of the year sale. Also, it continued at the beginning of the year, and some things were up to 60% off. And it was products that were released in 2021. I almost said 2020. I'm not used to the fact that it's 2022. But these were products that released in 2021 that were on sale. So it was really cool. The highlighters were $18, so that was amazing because normally they retail for $35. And yes, that is expensive, but I love Ofra highlighters. They're one of my staple highlighters. So for $18, I couldn't help but go in and get that gumdrop that I was wanting. And then of course, I've had my eye on Dream Chaser, so I also purchased that as well. When I purchased the Midi palette Sitting Pretty, that one was also at a good retail value. I can't remember exactly what I paid for it. I think it was around $18, but normal retail value for that is much more, so I was so excited. So the first one I'm gonna do a swatch of and show you guys is the Gumdrop Holiday Highlighter that was released, of course, right around Christmas time. So this one is a yellow gold, and so this here is the outside packaging. Retails normally for $35. I'm so happy I got this because I was debating about it. And then of course, when Stacy told me about the sale, that's when I was all, yes, that will do it. Can't help but pay less money for a good highlighter. Outside packaging here. And then of course on the back, it says it's the Ofra Highlighter Gumdrop. Oh, this is beautiful. This yellow gold, look at that, you guys. That is just beautiful. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Oh, look how pretty that is. I love Ofra highlighters. They're so buttery, so pigmented. Wow, that is just beautiful. So glad I purchased that. And for the price too, oh, $18. Oh, that is just gorgeous. Like, oh man. So that's the swatch for Gumdrop. So excited to have this, and of course to only have paid $18. That is just phenomenal. So the next highlighter I purchased is the Dream Chaser highlighter, and this is a neutral pink champagne highlight, and it was a collab with Samantha March, if I can, so tongue-tied all the time. So very excited to show you guys this. So this is the outside packaging here, and then it just talks about how it's the collab with Samantha March. Honestly, even paying full retail value, these highlighters are so big that they last you forever. That's what I love about these, and they're so pretty and pigmented. So outside packaging, you've seen one highlighter of Ofra, you've seen them all. No change there. Oh wow, this is gorgeous. So this is the neutral pink champagne. That is beautiful. So let's go ahead and do a swatch here. Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. Gonna go ahead and do a swatch here. That is beautiful. Both of those highlighters are so pretty. Oh, so that is Dream Chaser. Like I said, the neutral pink champagne there. These are both things that I can easily wear with my skin tone because I'm such fair skin. So that makes me really happy. So the Sitting, oh my gosh, I wanna say Sitting Pretty, but it is Sitting Pretty Midi palette, but this says Midi palette Sitting Pretty. So I don't know which one's right, but the site says one thing and then it says this one backwards. But it retails for $35. I purchased it for like $18, so I had my eye on this. So I was really excited to purchase this. It comes with 2 blushes and a highlighter. And what it says in the description is that it comes with a pink satin blush, a light cool pink and matte, Soho highlighter, which I don't have yet, so that was something that if I get these, I want it to come with a highlighter that I already don't have because it just makes sense, because why have the highlighter twice unless I'm obsessed with that highlighter. And that Soho highlighter is a champagne peach created by Talia Mar. And then a Peachy Paradise blush, and this is a peachy pink with golden undertones. So this is the outside packaging of that. It's really cute. I love the pink with the white. So very excited to have this as well, especially for the price I paid. If you've purchased any of these kind of highlighter palettes before, or blush to highlighter palette, very similar. I have a few of these. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Oh, I'm just like getting very excited because the pictures do not do this palette justice. Oh my goodness, these blushes, look at this, you guys. Those blushes are beautiful. This highlighter looks beautiful. Honestly, the pictures online do not do this palette justice at all. At all. So I'm very happy because I thought actually the blushes were gonna be a little bit darker based on the pictures I was seeing, and I thought, well, you know, that's okay. I like these brighter colors, and I'm so happy that they are brighter. So pictures online do not do it justice at all. And this highlighter looks beautiful. Oh my goodness. So one more close up. So let's see if I can I know this is Soho right here in the middle. And then we have the light cool pink over here, and that is the pink satin. And over here we have the Peachy Paradise, which is the peachy pink with golden undertones. So absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and do swatches of these. I think I'm more excited about this palette than I am my 2 highlighters, just because these blushes are phenomenal. I also notice with this one over here, the Peachy Paradise, it said it had golden undertones, but it actually, you guys can't tell on camera, but there's a little bit of like a golden sparkle in there. So I think that's what it means by the golden undertones, because when I flash it and kind of maneuver it, I can see little sparkles of gold. So note to self, it does have a little bit of sparkle. Let's go ahead and do some swatches. Oh. These are just, oh, you guys, look at this. This is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. show you guys a good picture there of it. My hand is just like full. It's so hard because my hand is full there. I think I want to go ahead and swatch on my other hand because it's hard to see on the side, which is weird because I'm dominant with my other. That's okay. These are just gorgeous. I love these blushes. Those are so pretty. They're not quite as pigmented as I thought they were gonna be, but I love the colors. Going back in there a second time. They might show up better. Oh, that light pink showed up better that time, but this one swatched pretty good. So I think that light pink, since it's just a little bit lighter, depending on how much you want to come across on your face, you might have to apply a little bit more. And that highlighter is very pretty too. I was actually kind of worried it's a little too dark for my skin, and it might be on my fair skin unless I'm self-tanned, but at the same time, I could possibly get away with it depending on what I'm wearing. So I'm not necessarily, like, it sucks. I hate being fair skinned because there's so many colors I think that are beautiful, but then I think it's not gonna look good on me. I'm too white. I'm sure a lot of you can attest to that too. But it's a very pretty color, that Soho highlighter. Very pretty. So let's go ahead. I want to apply one of these blushes today, and then of course pick a highlighter, well two. I'm gonna put one on my cheekbones and then one of course above my eyes on my eyebrow bone to give it that nice pop. This palette, you guys, I think is just beautiful. I was a little disappointed in how the blushes swatched. I was hoping to get a little bit more color payoff for that. But I mean, look at this. This is just gorgeous. Just looking at it is gorgeous. But now I want to see how it applies on my skin, of course. Oh, it's so hard too because honestly, I want to do both blushes. And I really want to see how the sparkle comes out on the Peachy Paradise. To be honest, I think I'm gonna do one cheek one color and one cheek the other color. I don't think my husband will really notice, and I'm not really going anywhere today, so unless I go into labor. But so I think I'll do one cheek on one side and one cheek on the other side. And I'm gonna go in with a BH Cosmetics brush. Here, it has a little bit of a taper end to it. I don't typically use these tapered ones too much, but I had it clean and I thought, well, I don't use it and it came in my set, so I should try and use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the Peachy Paradise on this cheek here. And this is the one that has a little bit of that sparkle I was talking about, the sparkle gold. See, it comes a little bit more pigmented off on my brush. So I think maybe it's gonna be more apparent on my cheek. So let's go ahead and see. Oh yeah, look at that. That is beautiful. Honestly, I don't care how that swatched. It went on my skin beautifully, so. I mean, it swatched all right on my skin. That one in particular, it was the light pink that didn't swatch as well. But look how pigmented it is. First of all, when I applied it, there was a puff of pigmentation that came off my brush. I love that when that happens. Well, I don't like to inhale it, but I love to know that there's pigment that I'm picking up. Also, look how messy it is in my pan from picking it up, and I barely even really went in there. That just shows like it's really pigmented. So I love that. And I'm honestly not seeing I'm seeing a little bit of sparkle, but not too much. So it's nothing, if you're worried about this being kind of like a sheeny blush, it's not. I feel like it looks more matte, so definitely do not worry about that. But that is beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean off this brush real quick, and then we're gonna use the satin pink. So this brush is gonna be stained, but I'm cleaning it off so there's no pigment that comes off. See, cleaned it off. It is stained though. So a lot of pigment came off on this brush here for this color, the satin pink. So that makes me happy because that one was a little bit lighter with the swatch. Let's go ahead and do the other cheek now. That is a beautiful color. That is beautiful. And honestly, now that I'm looking at this side, the one with Paradise Peach, or Peach Paradise, I'm seeing more sparkle than I did anticipate before when I was looking at a different angle. So with how the lighting is hitting me right now, I see more sparkle. So note to self, there is a little bit more like, it's still like a matte, but there is sparkle in it. But I like how you can pick if you want some sparkle or if you don't. Granted, this is a little bit lighter pink, but I absolutely love it. I think it's a beautiful color. I love these lighter pinks, especially being fair skinned, which I think a lot of you can relate to. And I don't know if you guys can see the like the gold undertone sparkle that comes through, but there is some that does, but I honestly think it's really pretty and it's not too much. I like sparkle. That's partly why I love highlighters so much. So now we're gonna go in and I am gonna apply some highlighter. Now, this is hard because I have 3 highlighters and only 2 ways I want to apply them today. So I'm just gonna pick 2 of the 3. It's hard because I know for sure I'm going to use Dream Chaser because it is just a really beautiful color. I think it'll go best with my above eye look today. And then, this is where it gets challenging. I love this gumdrop color, but I don't think it goes with my look at all today, so I'm not gonna use that. And I think I'm gonna do the Soho, which is interesting because it's like one of those colors where I think I can maybe get away with it, so we're gonna see if it's a little too dark for me. I think it's a beautiful color. I just hope it looks good on my skin. I think I can get away with it though. I know if I had self-tanner on, I know I could. But sometimes, you know, those colors are just too dark for fair skin, but I think this color will be just fine. So I think what I'm gonna do a Soho on my cheekbones here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit closer for you guys so you get a more close-up view of that. And I'm gonna be using a BH Cosmetics brush here. Goodness, this is so pigmented. I love Ofra highlighters and, well, blush. I have a couple blushes from them in palettes, but goodness, there's something about their products. So we'll go ahead and apply on the cheekbone here. Oh my God, that is beautiful. Honestly, I was worried about nothing. This looks absolutely beautiful on my skin. I don't think it's too dark whatsoever, and I was worried about that. This is absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited I got this palette. It is so pretty. I think it'd be perfect for travel too. It's the perfect size. You want to take some blush and highlighter, throw it in your purse. If you're going out of town, throw it in your bag. Like, amazing. I think the only thing missing would just be a bronzer. But honestly, this is just beautiful. Let's go ahead and apply to the other side now. So this side already has like a little bit of sparkle, which I don't know if you guys can tell on camera with this blush. So some people do not like sparkle in their blush. I'm okay with it if I know it has it, and like if I'm going for that look where I want a little bit more sparkle. So it just kind of depends, but some people don't like it at all. So if that's the case, this palette isn't for you because that blush does have that sparkle in it. Goodness, that is just so pretty. The more I look at this highlighter, the more I love it. It is so gorgeous. I'm so happy I got this palette, and I got it for such a steal. So I'm very happy about that. Now we're gonna go above my eyes here, right on the eyebrow bone, and we're gonna go in with Dream Chaser, you guys. So it was this neutral pink champagne color. I think this looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm gonna go in with my Vanity Planet for this because it is the perfect shape and size to do that in that little location there. And that's what it looks like on the brush. Wow, that is just gorgeous. And honestly, it looks so good with Soho too. Like, it looks so pretty. Go ahead and do the other side here for you guys. Look at that. That is just so pretty. I love these, you guys. These are so pretty. Stacy, I can't thank you enough for telling me about the sale. All right, guys, so this is the final look on my face here. I love these, and I love this little highlighter blush palette, the Sitting Pretty Midi palette. Oh my gosh. The pictures online do not do it justice. They're bright, they're lighter. Like I said, the one has a little bit of shimmer in it, like gold shimmer glitter. So if that's something that's a deal breaker for you, then this palette may not be for you. But I mean, I would pay full retail value for this, $35, I would pay it. Of course, there are always sales that come up, and I'm so thankful, Stacy. Thank you so much, can't say it enough, for telling me about the sale, because I got a few things that I had my eye on for an awesome, awesome price. So I highly recommend all three of these, really. Of course, I didn't apply the gumdrop today, but I think it's a beautiful color, and I think it'll go well with my skin tone. I think Soho goes beautifully on fair skin. That was something I was a little bit apprehensive about, but I love it. I love how it looks on the skin. I think Dream Chaser and Gumdrop are also beautiful as well. And I was a little skeptical on how the blushes swatched on my hand. They didn't come up as pigmented. The Peachy Paradise, or I should say Peachy Paradise came up more apparent than the Satin Pink. But then when I put them on, they went on my skin beautifully and very pigmented. So, you know, you can't always trust a swatch, and vice versa. Just because it swatches well doesn't mean it applies well either. So there is also that. Thanks for stopping by with Glow with Candace. I hope you enjoyed this review, swatching, and real-time use of these products from Ofra. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button down below. And if you're new here and want to see future videos like this and more by me, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see you back on my channel. But until next time, bye!